Hello, YouTube. Achnophianakinite here, and today we've got a guest who you may recognize in two of my previous videos. He killed me as Jason in Friday the 13th in a nutshell, hence the mask. And I also got to shave his head when he was cosplaying as one of the pirates from Far Cry 3.
The lead one, boss.
Voss. This is a different video than usual. It's sort of a story time, but with a twist. Because I also want to get his perspective. I don't think he remembers it as well as me, and I barely even understood what was happening just because I was wearing headphones the whole time. So all I know is what I saw. So that made it kind of funnier, just because it was like watching a silent film happen, as chaotic as it was. Are you gonna take the thing off? You're probably scaring them all away. Oh, both my viewers.
You don't deserve either of them.
You're right. No, we were at the park together one day a few years ago. It was before his voice finally broke, and he was just horsing around in the swings. I don't know exactly what he was trying to do. He had his chest in the seat of the swings, and he was sailing around like he was Peter Pan or some shit, which I'm sure I probably did back when I was around his age too, definitely younger. I'd do that now if I had the opportunity. It's just that fucking fun, but here I was with him, and I had headphones on, so I didn't hardly hear much, and I was listening to the Rosetta Stone at the time. So, what happened next made almost no sense at all. There was these two teenagers in front of us, right, uh, roughly 20, 30 feet away, and I assume one must have been they must have been siblings, a brother and a sister, just because they looked alike, both blonde, both similar features in the face. Both of them had really weird, wonky, bent legs too, which I also thought was grody. And I know grody. So, what happened was, one of them started looking at me, and I guess he must have been mocking me, because in between songs I could hear him go, "Hey, look at this guy," because we all know it's no secret, man. I look more like a metalhead than a goth, just because now I've got this fucking thing. So, I don't even hardly remember what I wasn't even wearing anything too ostentatious that day. It was literally just a band shirt and black jeans, maybe a little silver jewelry, maybe. But this guy went from basically making this chick laugh next to him to even going so far as to take out his phone, like a big dumb grin on his face, like he was. I don't know if he was taking our picture or filming me, which I wasn't even doing anything. I was just standing next to you on the swings, just watching you play, making sure nobody claps your cheeks or nothing. Is that kids still say that, right? Anyway, so what happened was that happened, and I'm guessing. First of all, they had two other people with them. It was like a toddler kid type. Uh, it was a little shit stain over in the toddler swings, and then an older guy who I guess was the girl's boyfriend, because there's two swings at this park. There's the ones that we were in, and then there's the shitter swings that look like giant black underwears. You know what I mean? And this kid was strapped into those. The brother, he must have gotten up off the table. He started pushing that kid around. But as the boy and girl looked like they were about to feel each other up all over the table, they were kissing and everything, I suddenly hear this noise that sounds like a siren, and I look over and the kid's crying. I'm just like, what the fuck? And obviously, I've not really. I realize how vivid this sounds. Don't get me wrong. It sounds very fucking vivid. I'm not really that much of a snoop at all. This is just shit that I was noticing in between, you know, us horsing around and them doing whatever. And I couldn't hear anything either, so like I said, it felt more like a silent comedy film or whatever. I was half expecting Charlie Chaplin to show up, because this fucking kid starts crying out of nowhere. The girl, she's yelling over at the brother, like, "What the fuck, man?" And he's just like, I don't know what's going on here." And apparently that was enough to compel all of them to leave, and we were just there on our own.
Like we are now.
But my question is, how much of that do you remember?
None whatsoever. Probably because I was pretending that I was Peter Pan.
Anyway, um, it's just something to think about. If you're ever, not that we don't all look stupid in masks these days. Some just more than others. But the point is, it's just if anyone's shitting on you or whatever for the way you look, just know that. And I think this story is proof of this. But I just believe personally we just live in a very karmic universe. I mean, he's an atheist, so he's as simple as when you die, it's lights out. That's it, like Family Guy. And I'm actually agnostic, so I'm a little more open to the whole energy thing, because without energy, what are we? Just meat and bones, right? So I'm a firm believer that whatever you put out is going to come back threefold. You remember that line from Book of Shadows? Your balls will fall off in 3 days.
I kind of believe in causality. Everything happens for a reason.
The universe just isn't that lazy. So for those of you who need a pick me up, first of all, that story is low key pretty hilarious. Second of all, um, it may not be the best of evidence to support this, since, like I said, it's not really anything too vividly that really either of us can recall. This is just snippets of what I remember, the basics of it all.
The thing is, you can actually remember this.
Why me?
I don't. You do.
You were on cloud nine. You were just horsing around being a kid. The good old days. And yeah, before you got mouthy. If you like, please like. Feel free to share obscure little thoughts in the comments below, as well as to share the video itself. Subscribe if you wish to see more. Don't forget to hit the bell if you do. And as always, thank you so very much for watching. I love you all. And yeah, if anyone finds this
Got
tape,
the camera before I strangle you.
that works too.